the Dicastery for the Doctrine of the Faith announced the approval of the apparitions of the Blessed Virgin Mary, known as Our Lady of the Mystic Rose, which occurred in 1947 and 1966. The apparitions took place in Montichiari and Fontanelle, Italy, located in the country's northern province of Brescia. Cardinal Victor Manuel Fernandez indicated that the spiritual proposal that emerges from the experiences in relation to Our Lady of the Mystic Rose does not contain theological or moral elements contrary to the doctrine of the Church. There are hundreds of reported Marian apparitions across the world, yet only a handful have been approved by the Vatican. So what happened on those fateful days in the mid-20th century, and what was the message that Our Lady was passing on to the world? Pierina Gilli, serving as a nurse and postulant for the Handmaids of Charity in Montichiari, first encountered the Blessed Virgin privately while praying in a hospital chapel in the spring of 1947. The Virgin Mary appeared wearing a violet dress and white veil with an expression of sorrow and tears in her eyes. Showing her heart pierced with 3 swords, Our Lady asked for prayer, penance, and sacrifice. Appearing again to Gilli on July 13, 1947, the Blessed Virgin Mary was dressed in white, and instead of having 3 swords in her breast, she had 3 roses, a white one, a red one, and a yellow one that symbolized the spirits of prayer, sacrifice, and penance. When asked by Gilli who she was, Our Lady responded, "I am the mother of Jesus and the mother of all of you. Our Lord sends me to bring a new Marian devotion to all religious orders and institutes, male and female, and to the priests of this world." Our Lady continued on in wishing that the 13th of July be celebrated every year in honor of the mystical rose. Our Lady would appear to Gilli 5 more times in 1947, including a series of public apparitions in November and December of that year. At the Cathedral of Montichiari on December 8th, the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, the Blessed Virgin told Gilli, "I wish to be known as the Mystical Rose. Many divine and bodily graces will be received through this devotion. Jesus will send his overflowing mercy if good people will pray continuously for their sinful brother. The Lord is still protecting the good and is holding back a great punishment because of my intercession. Soon, one will recognize the greatness of this hour of grace." Shortly following these apparitions and investigations by the diocesan ecclesiastical authorities, Gilli secluded herself at the convent of the Franciscan Sisters of the Holy Child in Brescia. Years later, in 1966, the Blessed Virgin appeared again to Gilli, in which she blessed a miraculous spring in Fontanelle called the Fountain of Grace. Our Lady then asked Gilli to kiss the soil where the water sprang forth and to place a crucifix there, so that the sick and all of my children, before drawing or drinking water, may ask pardon from my divine Son with a beautiful kiss of love. More apparitions would follow in 1966, in which the Blessed Virgin continued to share various messages regarding prayer, penance, and devotion. The apparitions did not receive approval from the Bishop of Brescia until 2019, when the Marian site was declared as the Diocesan Sanctuary of the Mystical Rose by Bishop Pierantonio Tremolata, the current Bishop of Brescia. In the letter that the Vatican issued to Bishop Tremolata, they stated, "Taking into account the other elements of judgment proposed in the cited dossier, such as the diverse and rich spiritual and pastoral fruits of this devotion, we believe that you can calmly arrive at the conclusion of your discernment, according to the already cited norms for proceeding in the discernment of presumed supernatural phenomena." There are countless sites throughout Italy and elsewhere in which the faithful can take part in a pilgrimage to honor Our Lady of the Mystic Rose. The shrine in Fontanelle is a very special place. Located within a wheat field, this location offers a peaceful and serene environment to reflect on Our Lady. Once inside, visitors can see the Holy Fountain of Miracles and the miraculous pool. Protocol is often followed as Our Lady described in her appearance to Pierina Gilli. One must kneel and kiss the first step where Our Lady stood during the apparition. From there, visitors proceed to the chapel fountain, where you can obtain the miraculous water and walk through the healing bath waters. Other important pilgrimage locations located in Montichiari include the cathedral, the shrine dedicated to Our Lady of the Mystical Rose, and also the gravestone and former home of Pierina Gilli, who served as witness to Our Lady decades ago. Another unique location includes the Rosa Mystica House of Prayer in upstate New York. The 70 acres of spiritual sanctuary is home to multiple chapels, grottos, and statues. The main chapel of Rosa Mystica was built in 1985 by the monks from the Marian movement of priests. It holds an 8-foot statue, exhibiting a lifelike presence of the Blessed Mary.